1994, there was a genocide that was really the worst genocide of our lifetimes. 1 million people were killed in just 90 days. Rwanda was, at the time, 90 to 95% of the people would say, I'm a Christian. So how can a genocide of that proportion happen when 90% of the people supposedly are Christian? It's bad theology.
You can use scripture to promote an ideology. And that's what happened. People use scripture out of context, promoted an ideology that led to killing one another. Last year, there was a church led by somebody with a bad theology. As a result, he misquoted the book of Isaiah and tell people the only way you can see God, you have to come, pray, and fast. The people came, prayed, and fasted without food for many days, and they died.
This is why African College of Theology is so important. It's there to reverse this trend of bad theology among leadership of churches in the country.
It's the only standalone, non-denominational seminary in Rwanda. As believers, as the church, we ought to be the salt and the light of the world. As ACT, we are not only training pastors, but also we are helping them in that training to disciple the churches they pastor so that the church will be the church that God desired us to be.
Genocide happened in 1994, and God has done an incredible work in Rwanda since. The government itself has asked the victims of the genocide to forgive the people who killed their families. Perpetrators and victims live side by side, and when you ask them, how is it possible for you to do this? They say, Jesus Christ forgave.
Burke Community Church has now entered into this partnership with African New Life and the African College of Theology, and it's just opening up opportunities for us to take part in those works, for us to actually be witnessing to what God is doing in this country.
You may have a special skill or a gift that would be valuable to help in the development of the country.
You don't have to be a theologian to come and help at ACT. If you have your computer skills, you can come. If you have English teaching skills, even if you are a plumber, you can actually come help us in the plumbing work at ACT. There's always something you can do for the glory of God at ACT.
I'm so excited about the many people who are going to have the opportunity to go to Rwanda and to contribute to what God's doing there.